Hello and welcome to Lifted by Lisa. Today it is Thirsty Thursday, which I am doing a career and money reading. So I've just saged the space and calling upon Spirit of truth and love to come through me to deliver this reading for you today. I am working with the Pirate Crystal, which is great for abundance and wealth. So first card spread, Oracle card, I've got the Fortune Oracle, and I'm going to see what comes through related to money and career today. So if you're going through a bit of uncertainty, or you're thinking of a career change, or you're just wanting to know what your financial situation is right now, then this reading is for you. So we got the Moon card, which is pay attention to the moon, your intuition at this time, and move confidently. So you could be feeling a little bit emotional regarding your career or where you are in life. You might be feeling like you should be a lot further ahead than you are right now, or there might be like whatever you were doing before, you're sort of questioning whether it's the right path for you or if you should be moving. And so there might be a lot of emotions around this also. If it's like in terms of money, you might be feeling a little bit like you don't have the wealth or abundance that you feel like you deserve. And so this just could be like heightened emotions right now and feeling a little bit of like lack. So I'm sending out a lot of love to you. And I've just pulling on a light worker card as well to help you through this time. And so we've got Trust the Plan, number 13. I'm actually going to read from the book in this one because these cards are really amazing. But this is about like basically the universe and God. Trust the plan right now. This is such a beautiful card. The universe has your back. And there is a greater plan for you. Sometimes, and I've got full body chills, sometimes we are so like outcome orientated that we can't see all the little synchronicities that are actually happening around us. So the Spirit's telling you to really know that a greater plan is unfolding for you. And so how can you show up every day and just ask, like surrender and trust the process, and ask the universe, ask God to actually like show you what you need to do that day. Like we don't need to think about tomorrow or the past. Like right now, today, how can I maximize this day? How can I serve today? How can I like go in whatever direction it is that I need to be going? How can I trust the plan so that I know that like a divine timing and a bigger plan that I'm not quite maybe aware of right now is unfolding for me? So by trusting and surrendering, you can actually allow life to unfold for you rather than like, and be like a human being rather than a human doing constantly. And how can you just like relax a little bit, and rather than needing to have all the answers, just being like, okay, how can I show up today? How can I pray today and ask for like divine timing to unfold? What is it today that I need to do to go towards my plan? And so this card says, in preparation for radical growth, there can be temporary disorder and chaos. Whilst the mind may worry that something is going wrong, the Spirit knows that this is a way for the old to dissemble so the new can be formed. Although you may feel out of control during such times, you do not need to resist the process. There's no need to attempt to improve your own sense of order upon the greater plan. You do not need to seek solutions, for there is no problem here in need of solving. What has been cleared away in preparation for the next chapter in your life is unfolding. So have faith in all as well. So yeah, this is really a time to just, you know, you don't need to have all the answers right now. It's just a time of like being, and if things seem a bit like uncertain and scary, how can you relax and pull back and trust more, and just know that you are such a beautiful divine human being, and like the universe wants to look out for you, wants to look after you. But I think sometimes we get caught up in the like, I must know the answers, I must like have the solution, I need to do everything now. And that's not exactly what, like, that's actually stopping abundance and this beautiful plan that the universe has coming to you easier. And so we've got sculpture of self. So that is like shape the sculpture of self, honoring the perpetual act of forming and expressing identity. So how are you, like, not everything is black and white. How are you maybe holding back and not expressing your identity right now? Are you like, maybe you feel like you're in a career where you're working or where you're going right now, you're not feeling like you can be authentically you, and so you're feeling like you can't really shine and be the person that you know that you are capable of in the situation that you are. And then this could be like the question above, like, why, what am I doing, why am I here, like how do I, like, what do I do next, you know? And this is all about like trusting the divine plan. If you feel like it's not the right place where you are, or you feel like what you're doing is not quite working, then how can you maybe journal about that? You know, like say something like, dear God, Spirit, whoever you call towards, like, if I was to let go of all stress and worries right now, how would I be? How would I show up today? And then like just let things come out, whatever needs to come out, let it all come out. And how can you be like, who is your true identity, and how can you like really let that come out and come out through your art or whatever it is that you do. And then we got also the meadow of moments. So bask in the meadow of moments where presence blossoms in the simplicity of now. So this is like really going outside and like lying in the flowers and getting grounded, and like taking your journal and or a notepad, and just like, if you're really feeling stuck in a situation, or you know, like you kind of like, you know, you feel stuck in your money situation, is there a way that your strategical mind can like kind of let go and surrender a little bit, and just be like, well, am I open to miracles right now? What am I really open to? And can you I've just got a pain in my left rib, so I don't know if someone's got some like pain there or what that's related to, but that just came up all of a sudden. So that could be also like not feeling like you're able to breathe. If you're feeling a little bit restricted in your situation, how can you release and let go? Like, even if you could journal, like, what is one thing that God could help me with right now to take away all my problems? And if you say money, then like that's sort of like a bit of a cop out, because like, what if it's like freedom, like having some more freedom and flexibility in your situation, or like, you know, just what is that one thing? And look at, like, money doesn't solve everything. If you had like all the money in the world but you're not emotionally aligned for the money, then that money will just come and go. So we need to work at being like in an emotionally stable place to actually receive the money. Sometimes we're not receiving money because we're in a place of like, all I want is the money, or like, you know, we think about the money, but if we're like emotionally not at the place of like, if we grew up and we were told like money doesn't come easily, like you know, that's too much money, and like we have like this lack mentality, if we actually got a lot of money, we would then just like burn it all, or we wouldn't know what to do with it, or would get like stressed out about having so much money, because we were like, oh, are people going to come after me now with all this money? Like, you know, so it's really getting yourself into this state of like, how can you emotionally be ready for abundance? Can you look at some like subliminals to help with your emotional relationship with money? How can you work on that before actually getting the money? Because we think that like, oh, if I had lots of money it would solve my problems, but if you're not emotionally ready for that money, it's actually going to cause you more problems than good, you know. So we've got the Queen of Wands upright. So then the Queen of Wands, independence. You could be someone who's like really independent, and you've got a zest for life. You really want to go out there and like you might feel like a queen and king or queen, whatever, and you're really wanting to like get out with your ideas, or like where you are, you might feel like you're a bit stagnant, like you could do so much more, and so how can you come into this like Queen of Wands? You know, they're really confident, they courageous and stuff like that, and they've got like all these really good ideas. So how can you sort of bring this into your life right now if you're feeling like you are a bit stuck? Where can you be like a little bit crafty with your situation right now? And then we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So this is the long-term view, hard work. So this is you all about like planting seeds. They've got like a plant there that they're planting, and it's like growing and harvesting more money in abundance. So right now is the time when you can get a little bit crafty of like how can you look at the long-term gain, and even like it might feel like you're slogging away right now, like things are not the way you want them to be, or like, you know, if you're looking at investing right now or something, like what can you do for the long-term gain for this next part of your journey. Sorry, I had an interruption there. Anytime there's like an interruption outside, I go like totally get out of my flow. So yeah, so we got the Seven of Pentacles. So that's talking about like long-term view. And putting in like the hard work, you know, maybe there's a project that you're starting or you're looking at starting, or like you're wanting to like change careers. Like how can you look at the long-term view rather than be like something like a quick fix, like how do I get money quick now? Like how can I actually use my like Queen of Wands, like where I'm focused and like I'm like really loving what I'm doing and I'm determined like for this next part, this next chapter in your life. And how can how can I strategically, like, what is the career I want to do? I mean, it doesn't have to be set in stone because it can always evolve and change, but like what lights me up, what makes me passionate, what really sings to my soul, makes my heart like flutter and stuff like that. This is when you can start really thinking about the long-term results, because like when you're really in something that you're passionate about, sometimes at the beginning it's a struggle, because it's like really testing how much we really want something. And so the more passionate we are about something, the more we can keep going at it, and like really like asking the divine to even come and work through us, or like, you know, how can we serve, how can we use what we're passionate about to like help others, you know, whatever it is that you want to do. This is all about the long-term gain and like planting your seeds now for the future. This is a time where you know, can like plant a seed, and even if it's an idea of what you want to be doing, like start like journaling, start planning, start like what does that look like for you. And then that's when you can trust the plan, trust the synchronicities, trust all the like divine timing, all the little things that, like, you know, there's someone you see at the coffee shop and they give you like a little bit of information that helps you and like sparks an idea. This is when we like start to really be aware of what's going on around us, what people are saying, like, and just like I love going and you know, just like on my travels, like, you know, getting out there and talking to people, and just like people will have little nuggets of gold of like, oh my gosh, that was like the missing piece of information I needed, just like that community and connection, and really getting out there and talking to people, how, like the more we can open our eyes to this and know that this is all part of the plan. But like, if we kind of sit inside, depressed and sad, hey, I've been there. It's okay for a time, but then it's not going to help with your plan. And so yeah, we've got the Two of Swords. So yeah, you might have a difficult decision. You like weighing between two options. So there might be like a opportunity that comes up with you, or you might actually be wanting to leave a job, and it's like you've got, you don't really know what to do. Maybe your heart's really not in it anymore, but you're feeling like you're tied to it. It might be like a family business, or like something that you're quite invested in, but like your heart's not quite there anymore. So just really like listen to your heart. What does your heart want to do? When we're operating from like love and being like, does this light me up? Does this bring me joy? Then that's when like natural abundance comes through. And so yeah, you might be having this difficult decision, that especially like if you're really thinking, is this the right career for me, or am I doing the right thing? This is when trusting the plan and knowing that the answer will actually be coming to you. Just like really voicing out your journaling and putting stuff out there, and really just asking for signs. Ask God, the universe, for signs for what like to help you with this decision, and the answers will come to you. So we've just got some a spirit message. And yeah, we've just got negativity is blocking the path from success. So yeah, if you're finding like this where you're working, or where that your environment, maybe it's a really toxic environment, then it can be like the negative like talk that's going on around you, or like that just really not feeling like you enjoy your job. You're going and feeling like negative and not happy, then that's really gonna like come through as like a frequency wave, and it's like sort of makes everything harder in life. So like, how can you be aware of what's around you? We can't change what other people are doing, but if you're if it's somewhere that you need to leave, or you're feeling like the call that you need to leave, then you can still show up, and then know that there's another plan. There's a greater plan for you, and just ask for help with that plan and then the answers will come to you, but coming in with like still some love in your heart, and just like being hopeful, and know that something better for you is coming. And then we got the situation will result in good karma. So that's just all like, what we put out, we get back. So if you're putting out good energy and like and putting your love into something, then you get that back. So that's really telling you to step into something that you do from a place of love, and a place of like joy and passion. And that's when like the abundance flows. Everything flows to you when we're operating from like more of like a love and joy frequency, rather than like a feeling like I don't want to be here, I don't want to be doing this, or like lack, and all of that. So, but yeah, like my final message is like just really around the finance thing, just like working on that relationship with money, how you feel about money, how you're, if you've got some lack mentality, how can we build on that and work on that, and prepare us for the abundance that is going to be happening. But we need to kind of start preparing ourselves now, so it will start flowing. Otherwise, if we're not prepared, when it does flow, we won't really know what to do with it, and then it will just go again. I'm just speaking from experience as well. So yeah, that is your reading today on Thursdays. I hope you like this. Leave a comment if anything resonated with you, or if you just want to say anything at all. And don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow for Fabulous Friday, where I like to just lift you up and make you feel good about your the week and the weekend. Okay, thank you. See you later. Bye.